What's up, everybody? I am in a fantastic mood because I was just at my local Best Buy, and I was like, hey, I'll go by the amiibo section, why not, just for kicks, even though there's nothing ever there, and I went and they had restocked a ton of things. I mean, you should have seen it. There were Marts, there were 8-bit Marios, there was just tons of stuff, but shoved way in the back, most importantly, was one tiny little, beautiful Ganondorf just for me. It was a beautiful moment, and I'm so happy about it. I just had to pick him up, so what do you say we crack him open and take a look at just how awesome he is. Now, the most striking thing about Ganondorf, and the first thing I want to talk about, is the level of detail. Like, his costume, his outfit, is so just complex. I mean, there are a million, billion little pieces and little doodads and little bits to his getup that they had to paint. And there's so many different colors and so many different designs, and yet they did it fantastically. It looks really wonderful. I mean, gauntlets and the things and the pants and everything. There's so much going on here. And yet there's very little like misaligned paint, you know, like very little that's not just spot on. Like maybe the little things on his upper arms, there's like a very, really tiny bit of spillover on the silver, and there's like a little white glob there you probably can't even see. But like, for the most part, it's like, it's almost perfect. It's just like, it's great. I don't know if a machine did this or a guy did this or a combination of both or what, but like, it's great. Like, every little detail and doodad, they're all lined up pretty much perfectly. There's a lot of really tiny details, like painted on, like up on his chest thing. And, you know, some of it is just painted right on the plastic. Some of it almost looks printed or something, but whatever it is, it's really great. There's almost nothing wrong with this amiibo, at least not, you know, that doesn't disappear when you get like 2 feet away from it. I did choose one with a little bit, you probably can't even see it again. He's got a little tiny bit of a blemish, like on his hair up here, just like a tiny scuff or something. It was between him and another one, actually. There were 2 there, and I chose this one because the other one, his pose didn't seem to be quite as good. I don't know if I was just imagining it or what. This guy seems a bit straighter on his pedestal, standing all the way up straight. Looks really nice. And yeah, the pose is another thing we can talk about. I like the pose. I'd like to see him do something different with, you know, this is like the hands on the hip. I mean, it's really the cocky Ganondorf. This is Twilight Princess Ganondorf, by the way. So he's very cocky, and I would have liked to see them try something else, maybe something a little more sinister and a little less just like, yeah. But, I mean, it does look really good. Like, for all I know, this is really the best one, and I'm just being picky or whatever. But, I mean, I do really like it. He looks really good, and the cape is really, like, what I love the most about this. Like, I mean, the rest is cool, too, but, like, I love this cape. It's really, they just did a really good job at making it really legitimately look like it's, like, billowing in the wind. You know, like, it feels like it's a real action shot. You know, it's not just a piece of plastic that they glued to him. It's just like, oh no, like, look, and you can see there's a bunch of like cool, you know, the ripples in it, and just and I mean, you got a lot more designs back here too, by the way. There's a lot more going on there, and I don't know, it just turned out really good. It turns out really looking like it's blowing in the wind and adds a lot to his pose. I mean, he's already cool without it, but that to me is the small feature that really makes it. Like I said, it's Twilight Princess Ganondorf, who probably is the coolest Ganondorf. I mean, the others are cool too, but like, they really just did so much with his costume here. So, you know, it comes with everything like that. He's got that really rad, like, hair headband thing, and just like the neat hole in his chest. The little just like crack in his armor there. It's really wonderful. Everything about it is really nice. It's, and you know, his face is really good too. Again, you can't really see it too well. But a lot of the human characters, you know, their downfall is the realism. You know, whenever they got like a soft face or whatever, it can look kind of derpy. But he's got such a hard, angular face with so much going on that it really looks great. You know, it doesn't go into that uncanny valley thing. It just looks really good. He's got the furrowed brow and the nose, and everything about it looks great. So he doesn't have, you know, it's not the bad side to a lot of the human amiibos, Marth and Link. It's not happening here because he just he's got such a unique face, unique and angular face. So that's really a plus with him as far as that goes. Now, there isn't much else to say. You know, he doesn't quite hit the level of perfection that some of the more cartoony amiibos go, but I mean, that's how it goes. Like, that's just how it is. You know, something, you know, my last video was Olimar. He was near perfect because he already is a smooth, cartoony character, whereas this guy Still looks great. He's just, like, I think it's just impossible for a non-cartoony figure to quite reach the same heights, although I don't know, it's not even that it's not as good, it's just kind of in a different way. It's, like, less accurate, but it is more cool because there's just more detail, and it's cool, and, you know, he's sinister and neat, and he's Ganondorf, so he's awesome, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess it's kind of a difference between the two, you know? If you have, like, the smaller, more cartoony characters, it's going to look more accurate and more perfect. This is going to look more detailed and cool. But, hey, they're great for different reasons. So, overall, he's just really, really great. If you like Ganondorf like I do, go ahead and get him because he's really amazing. Just so much little detail. I just love all the paint on the hair and the angles on the pants and everything. It's just like everything about this guy is really cool. So, if you can get your hands on him, I highly suggest it. Mostly because Ganondorf is the coolest villain ever. He just is. If you don't think he is, you're purely wrong and I will fight you. Ganondorf is the coolest. So, yeah. Ganondorf is yet another fantastic little amiibo. He's really wonderful. If you're on the fence, don't be, because he's just great. You know, if you can find one, because I think they're still pretty expensive on Amazon. I haven't checked Best Buy yet to see if they have any more, but I don't know. He was pretty rare when I was looking, at least. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and this should be the last amiibo that I really, really want until Mewtwo. I really want a Mewtwo. Okay, catch you later.